Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today we're playing on Amiga. As you see by the screen, we're playing Final Blow. Tremendous game, copyright Spectator Corporation 1988, Storm 1991. It's been my first ever boxing long play on my channel, but why not? Spice it up a little bit. Final Blow, Amiga. Let's go. There we go. Okay, this is the game. This is Final Blow on Amiga. Final Blow is a boxing arcade game released in 1988 by Tieto. The name remained the same in all ported platforms except for the Sega Genesis version, which Sega released outside Japan as James Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing, featuring Buster Douglas himself in 1990, immediately after his upset victory over Mike Tyson. Right, in the blue corner is me, Kid Steve. And in the red corner, getting beaten up by Kid Steve, is computer in the red trunks, is Dynamite Joe. Blimey, look at that. More uppercuts than a game of Mortal Kombat there. Now, we all have bars on the bottom corners of the screen. Now, believe it or not, when it runs down, you're either winded or you're knocked out. And that is when the referee steps in. You have 10 seconds to comply. If you get back into it in the 10 seconds, you're back in the fight. But your energy does replenish a little bit. But at the moment, it's not looking good for Dynamite Joe. Now, when you get to the end of the round, then you get a little timeout. And it's very, very brief. Again, a bit different to normal boxing. But sometimes you can be saved by the bell. And this guy is going to get saved by the bell. We'll talk about the TV programme. No more punch bags or sparing partners. These grueling training sessions are over and it's time to step into the ring to come face to face with a mean opponent ready to inflict some serious damage. You punch, duck, dive and weave, fight offensive or fight defensive in a bid for the fame and fortune. Can you make it as champion above 9 contenders in this bruising 1 or 2 player game, or will you end up dumped on the canvas and put right back in the gutter? Remember, destroy or be destroyed, it's in your hands. And he's on the floor. There we go. Looking good for Dynamite Joe. There we go. Okay, I'm off the mark with my first win. Kid Steve is second place. Detroit Kid is top. Next on the list is Fernando Gomez. Not to be confused with Gomez Adams from the Adams family, even though they both do have moustaches. Right, he is in the red corner with the red trunks, the red gloves, the red boots, and the red corner with the red bar. Okay, only a 200 mass of angry muscle stands between you and that title you've been training for all your life. Living up in the other corner and ready to inflict some serious damage could be one of 10 boxers. You punch, duck, and weave with a referee waiting like a vulture to see you floored. In this game, you have the Spectator Mode. In Spectator Mode, the computer will play itself, and you can just sit back and watch the action. Practice Mode. Get used to the controls and practice against the best in the world in the preparations for the attempt at the title. Right, this one is going sort of well, but I could be doing a lot better, but then I could be doing so much worse. But this is actually quite even Steven now. Right, my mouthpiece has come out, time is ticking away, energy is draining. That was close. Now, when you're winded, you do have a short period of time to get out of it. Now, in the manual, it doesn't actually say how you actually do it. But what I've always done is waggle the joystick. What I've always done. Whether it's the right thing to do, I don't know. It's quite surprised it doesn't tell you. Okay, second round. Each round is just 1 minute. Now, the referee will break it up if it gets a little bit out of hand. And sometimes it can. It's going well. Break. Short and sweet. Back in the action. There you go. I punch you right in the chin. Have some of that. Other modes in this game, you have the knockout, but this is actually the league you're doing today. The Storm League. There we go. So far, so good. 2 wins out of 2 for Kid Steve. Next up is King Jason. Alright. When you're doing the league play today, this is the Storm League. Select your boxer and try to bash your way through the 9 opponents who stand before you and the World Championship title. League play takes place over 9 weeks and you have 1 fight per week. Points for winning, points for drawing, nothing for a loss. And the winner is the boxer with the most points after 9 weeks. Right, looking good for Kid Steve at the moment. Not so good for King Jason. And the referee's not really doing a lot about it. Right, controls without the fire button pressed. Pressing left does a lean back and a walk back and a double tap for a jump. You can jump backwards, but you cannot jump forwards. Up for guard up, down for guard down, and a crouch, and right for move right. Just by the skin of your teeth. Now controls with the fire button pressed. Left is a lean back jab, up for a swing punch, right for a low long punch, and down for an uppercut. Not quite to Mortal Kombat standards, but I'm sure to be pressed anyway. Right, Saved by the Bell, 1 minute again, put in place. Now you do get a little bit of energy back, but not a lot. Now I do like the sound effects of this game. The crowd are going wild, even though they're not moving. But I'm assuming that is your manager, or your trainer. You can use some rules. We know what the rules are. Beat them up. Right, he's down. Hopefully down and out. It's confirmed. Out is King Jason. In is Kid Steve. Next on the list is Cool Sean with a mohawk and the ear piercing. A tough enemy, however, it's not my least favourite in this game. Right, let's get off to a good start. The game features a single season boxing championship run. You select from a group of fictional characters: Dynamite Joe, the Miracle Man, Fernando Gomez, the South American Eagle, Kim Nang, the Korean Comet, King Jason, the Black King, the Detroit Kids, the Invincible Black Panther. Right, on we go. You get off a good start here. Now, even though he's in the corner, I'm taking more damage. Need some serious punch to the chin on this one. A few uppercuts should do that. He'll be defeated by a guy that has a mohawk. There we go, he's winded. Blimey. The most difficult one in this game is the Detroit Kid. Well, I think it's ranked 5. 10 is the highest. There we go. That was superb. Just. Next on the list is Kim Nang. Now, the game is a side-scrolling boxing game where the player moves left and right to control a screen-sized boxer. When the time is right, the player can unleash a final blow punch which can sometimes KO the opponent in a single strike. The home version contains a Spectator Mode where the player can watch their favourite boxers compete. The Sega Genesis port adds 2 additional boxers: James Buster Douglas, who uses the Detroit Kids graphics slightly edited and palette swapped, and the Ironhead. It was one of the games used as part of the Genesis Does campaign, particularly since Nintendo used Mike Tyson for its Mike Tyson's Punch-Out video game, who Douglas had challenged and defeated that year. Right, again, going well for me, even though I was reading statistics at the time. He's breaking us out, that's fine. Straight back into the action once again. And again, he's doing his job. That's what he's paid to do. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bell. Round 2. On the way. Again, life has gone up a fraction. Which is good for me, not so good for King Nang. But at least he's not in the corner anymore. Let's try and get him back where he wants to be, where he needs to be. In that corner. And I can punch you repeatedly in the jaw. He's blocking it well. He's doing it very, very well. The game is brilliant, really, really good. There's not many boxing games I've played in my life. But I have completed this one quite a few times. There we go. Winded. That was quick. That was over in a flash. Didn't wind you enough. I don't even know how many maximum rounds. I believe it's 3. If I remember rightly. I should know. 15 seconds. But he's going to be saved by the bell again. There we go. He's down again, but I think he's going to be saved. He is. My lord, he's really, really not giving up this one, is he? There we go. Round 3. Fight. Fight and then a punch to the jaw for me. That's one of those games, you can actually knock them down quite a few times, but they will get up again. They can knock you down once and you can't get out of it. There we go. Punch repeatedly. Breaks us out. Straight back in. There we go. Dislodge your jaw. Punch you right in the cheek. I don't think you get out of that one. 30 seconds. Usually, if they're in this situation, it's very, 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 very unlikely they'll get out of it. But I have seen it once before where the computer actually did get out of that. Demon Dave, rated 10 in this game, making him the highest. Now, boxing is a combat sport in which two people, usually wearing protective gloves, throw punches at each other in a predetermined amount of time in a boxing ring. Amateur boxing is both an Olympic and Commonwealth Games sport and is a standard fixture in most international games, and it also has its own World Championship. Boxing is overseen by a referee over a series of 1 to 3 minute intervals called rounds. The winner can be resolved before the completion of the round, with the referee deeming an opponent incapable of continuing, disqualifying an opponent or resignating of an opponent. When the fight reaches the end of its final round with both opponents still standing, the judges' scorecards determine the victor. In the event of both fighters gaining equal scores from the judges, professional bouts are considered a draw. In Olympic boxing, because a winner must be declared, judges award the contest to one fighter on technical criteria. There we go. I didn't know a lot about that, I was just punching and reading. After week 6, we've won 6, we've had 6 KOs and 66 points. That is a lot of 6s, but at the moment we're in first place. Detroit Kid, my least favourite in this game. I always struggle with this guy. But then when I'm playing a game like this or beat 'em up, there's always one particular fighter I always struggle with. And this one, it's Detroit Kid. And once again, he started off better than me. Now, while humans have fought in hand-to-hand combat since the dawn of history, the early evidence of fist-fighting combat contests back to the ancient Near East in the 3rd and 2nd millennia BC. The earliest evidence of boxing rules back to the ancient Greece, where boxing established as an Olympic game in 688 BC. Boxing evolved from 16th to 18th century prize fights, largely in Great Britain, to the forerunner of modern boxing in the mid-19th century in 1867, introduced by the Marquess of Queensberry rules. Right, he's doing well, I'm doing bad. I was reading, he was not. Right, his mouthpiece has come out. No, it's mine actually, Jamie. It fell off the ring. Right, I'm going to back off and then get saved by the bell. If I get knocked down, at least I'll be saved by the bell. There you go, winded, it's fine, I'll handle that. We'll go with that. A quick team talk, which you didn't see. Back in the ring again, but with less energy. Right, let's get him into that corner. Or we can jump in it, which makes it a lot easier for me. Right, come on. Just punch him repeatedly. Wherever you can. The uppercuts. No. Mouthpiece out. Good. It's even Steven in terms of the mouthpieces. Both of us don't have mouthpieces in our crops. Come on. Come on! Come on! I'm pleased to get that one out of the way! Detroit Kid is out of there! Okay, Crusher Kev, the guy with the big lips. Now, early fighting had no written rules. There was no weight divisions or round limits and no referee. In general, it was extremely chaotic. An early article on boxing was published in Nottingham in 1713 by Sir Thomas Parkins, a successful wrestler from Bunny, Nottinghamshire, who had practiced the techniques he described. The article, a single page in his manual of wrestling and fencing. Pro Gymnasmata, the in-play or Cornish hug wrestler, described a system of headbutting, punching, eye-gouging, chokes and hard throws, not recognised in boxing today. Right, at the moment I am winning, but we have 20 seconds remaining. So, how are we doing? Right, I should do this. I hopefully should do this. There's one more to go after this. Keep punching you repeatedly in the chin. Oh my lord, come on, block. There we go. Winded him. Saved by the bell once again. Round 2. Score is reset. Team talk done. Sip of water done. You just don't see it. Okay, keep punching and don't die, Jamie. Now, in the very old days of boxing, you did get some deaths in boxing, which I read about. There we go. Repeatedly punched to the chin. There we go. Down. I don't think he's going to be coming back from that. That's going to break his jaw for sure.
4, 5, 6,
Fractured cheekbones, broken nose, black eye. There we go. We're going into week 9. We have 8 wins, 8 KOs, and 88 points. Poor old Dynamite Joe is on the bottom of the pile with no wins, no points, 8 losses. Killer Ken, the final one. Doesn't sound good though, does it? Now, in general, boxers are prohibited from hitting below the belt, holding, tripping, pushing, biting, or spitting. The boxer shorts are raised, so the opponent is not allowed to hit to the groin area with intent to cause injury or pain. Failure to abide from the former may result in a foul. They're also prohibited from kicking, headbutting, or hitting with any part of the arm other than the knuckles or closed fist, including hitting with the elbow, shoulder, or forearm, as well as with open gloves. The waist or inside, back or side of the hand. They are prohibited from hitting the back of the head or neck, called the rabbit punch, or the kidneys. They are prohibited from holding the ropes for support when punching, holding the opponent while punching, or ducking below the belt of their opponent, dropping below the waist of the opponent, no matter the distance between. Right, busy reading, but wasn't really paying attention. What's happening? Right, even Steven. A few uppercuts to the chin, that should do it. There we go, he's down. Time-wise, it might work to his advantage. There we go, he's fine. He's back on his feet. There we go. That was interesting reading that, but quite difficult too. Right, 1 minute on the clock. As it stands, both our mouthpieces are sitting on the deck. So, our teeth are not protected from this. However, the referee is doing what he is paid to do, trying to break it up when it gets out of hand. Right, come on. Get him in that corner. Killer Ken versus Kid Steve. Final commentation of this league. Oh my lord! There we go, he's down! You ain't getting out of that, mate. That I can guarantee.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Superb! He's out of there! Win for Kid Steve! There we go, maximum! 9 wins out of 9, 9 KOs, 99 points. You can't get any better than that. The new heavyweight champion of the world, Kid Steve. Superb. Enjoy it, mate. You've earned it. There we go. Top of the pile. 57,710. There we go. There we go. Back to the main menu we go. This is Final Blow. Tremendous game. Copyright Tieto Corporation 1988. Storm 1991. This is Jamie from MorganJustGames. Please like, please comment, please share. Please subscribe to my channel, Facebook fan page, Instagram, also on Twitch. Just type in MorganJustGames, you find it fairly easy. And please remember to click on the bell icon. That will notify you if you visit low. Fantastic. We're not doing these sort of videos. I do have been making and live streams on Friday night UK time at 8 o'clock. How about my week? Till next time, too easy. Ciao, bye. See ya. Featuring Buster Douglas himself in 1988. Jamie, 1988 is when it was released. We're talking about something completely different.
1, 2, 3,
Splat!
4, 5, 6.
He's out.
7.
Yeah, get away from that.
9.
Right, I am Kid Steve on the left with the blue trunks. Dynamite Joe is the computer on the right with the blue. If it runs down, he's either winded or knocked out. And that's when the referee steps in. You lose. Why?
2.
Referee, you need to be fired for that. That was terrible. I'm just praising you, and then all of a sudden you freeze the spot. You're supposed to count people out, mate. That guy had about 25 seconds to comply, and he still didn't get up. Huh? What happens if nobody hits anyone or makes any form of attempt to hit anybody? What's going to happen? Judge 10 versus 10. It's a draw. So even though nobody made any contact, no one even swung a punch, they got 10 points. There you go, just won the knockout tournament as well. The new heavyweight champion of the world, Demon Dave.